Hey there guys, what is going on? An old favorite is currently back in the meta in Warzone. We are talking about the CR56A Max here today, and this thing is an absolute gunner in this game. It's an absolute laser beam of an assault rifle that hits very, very hard, has a super fast time to kill, and absolutely shreds people, and basically has no recoil, man. This thing is an absolute laser beam at those medium to longer distances, and you can absolutely gun people with the CR56 AMAX. Just before we do get into talking about our best CR56 AMAX class setup in, of course, Warzone, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. It does very much help me out, and I appreciate it so, so much. We are, of course, very, very close to 4,000 subscribers, of course, if we have not already hit it by this stage when this video does go live. So if you could go do that for me, it would be a massive favor to me. Anyway, let's just jump straight into our best CR56 AMAX class setup here, man. This thing is a blast from the past, an old gunner, one of my favorite weapons from Modern Warfare back in Warzone, of course. Now, of course, the CR56 AMAX didn't go anywhere. It's always been a very, very powerful weapon in Warzone, of course, but it has been overshadowed recently by, like, busted things like the DMR-14, of course. But the CR56 AMAX is back, baby, so we're doing a little bit of a retro class setup from the Modern Warfare days in Warzone, of course. Anyway, Renetti here, of course, starting off with the secondary slot. The dual-wield Renetti is just an absolute monster in this game. You start off with that monolithic suppressor, of course, to extend that damage range. You can skip over a barrel. We don't really need to worry about that. Of course, the 5 milliwatt laser is always going to be a good option here for that hip-fire accuracy as well. Then, of course, the lightweight trigger for the maximum fire rate with this bad boy. You can choose between more bullets to fire with this particular option or the speed grip for sprint to fire speed. Of course, this doesn't increase your aim down sight speed as we can't ADS. But the sprint to fire speed is really, really nice as well. So you can choose ammo or, of course, sprint to fire speed. And then you want that akimbo perk as well, which is a super powerful option in this game. In the perk slot, you can pretty much choose whatever you do prefer in your ideal perk setup, build, whatever. We're going with EOD Ghost and, of course, Tracker here in the perk 3 slot. EOD for not dying to those explosives. Ghost, of course, for staying off of those UAVs, which is super, super important. And, of course, the perk 3, we're going with Tracker to be able to see those enemy footprints, being able to follow people around is particularly important in Warzone. If people have moved recently, you'll be able to see their footprints. In the lethal slot, you can pretty much choose whatever you do prefer here again. We are going with the Semtex here, as it is a very, very powerful option to just chuck it over a wall or around a corner or something like that. Follow up once the damage does get done. Follow up and get an easy finish on some people with most weapons. Then, of course, the tactical, we want that heartbeat sensor. If anybody doesn't have Ghost or anything like that, they're an easy kill for the most part, assuming they're on the same level as you. It's really, really easy to just take them out if you know exactly where they are. Now, of course, with the CR56 AMAX, there's only one build that you want to go with right now, and that starts, of course, off with the monolithic suppressor. It feels really good to say all these old school attachments, man, because I know exactly what they do. Sound suppression and damage range for the monolithic suppressor here, of course. It also increases our bullet velocity a fair chunk as well, meaning that our bullets hit the target as fast as possible, which is a really, really nice bonus here. Then, of course, the barrel, we want that XRK Zodiac S440, of course, for that damage range, bullet velocity, and, of course, that recoil control is really, really nice here. Makes us an absolute laser beam with this particular weapon, as well as extending out our damage range and, of course, that bullet velocity again. Next, in the grip slot, I've actually seen quite a bit of differing opinion here, and this really does depend on what you do want to go with. Of course, we've taken the Commando foregrip, as you can see there, but you do have two other choices here as well. Now, the Commando foregrip is supposed to increase our recoil stabilization, which helps control our horizontal recoil, which can be fairly annoying with this particular weapon. But then we also look at something like the Merc foregrip as well for that recoil control and hipfire accuracy. This is a very, very nice option as well to help keep us on target. It seems like the Merc foregrip might have slightly better recoil control just based on overall feel, but statistically, the Commando foregrip definitely does have the edge over it, but the extra little bit of vertical recoil control here is really nice. And then you can also look at something like the Ranger foregrip as well, which does give us a similar amount of recoil control to the Merc foregrip, as well as keeping our aim steady so that idle sway is also a little bit easier to control with this particular option. So any of the three available options in the Commando foregrip, the Merc foregrip, or the Ranger foregrip are all fantastic in the grip slot, and you can pretty much choose whatever you do prefer here. We're going to go with either the Commando foregrip or the Merc foregrip though. Then, of course, the 45 round mags, of course, to have more bullets to fire is super powerful. And then lastly, we want to go with an optic of choice. This is the VLK 3x because getting that sort of medium distance accuracy is really, really important here and a fantastic option in this game. You could also choose something like a GI Mini Reflex if you are planning on gunning people at closer distances. And that's pretty much it. As we usually do, we're just going to jump into some gameplay here, whether that be Plunder or a couple of games. We haven't really decided yet. We will see what we get up to, of course, in the gameplay, and I will see you there. Alrighty, so we have got our loadout drop with our AMAX here, of course, is looking big with this nice long scope in it. You can pretty much take people out at these medium distances, and of course we got the backup of the Akimbo Renetti, which look fantastic in gold, man. Like, look at this thing, like, so, so good. But yeah, we're just going to cut back until we get some kills here. Oh boy, oh boy. That was a close one. Oh, we managed to get the kill there, but we got sniped at, which is not ideal, but those are the breaks, kid. Them's the breaks. Oof. That was a close one. That was a close one. Lucky I was able to protect myself by walking down the stairs. What a fight, man. What a terrible fight that was. This is yuck. Like this isn't the game. Like this is not how the game's supposed to be. But now we can be him, which is good.
No, 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 no.
Ooh, that is unfortunate for him. Look at this building. God, I need a new computer so badly. Come on. Nah. Done with that fight. Oh, are you serious? Oh, the head fake, dude. We outplayed that guy. We got him with the foot fake there. Need some more armor, and then we'll bitch. Let's get out of here, boys. Oh, please don't kill me. Amazing. Flawless combat. Oh god. Move. It's not a very good play, but I mean, he did see us go behind there, so that's not the best play, but it was sort of one of our only options there. He did have us pinned, unfortunately. I've already made my feelings towards Plunder known, but I mean, it is still like a fantastic chance to just like drop into a game and just have a sick time. Like, you just get kills. Which is what the game is all about at the end of the day, and this gives you the best chance to get kills and sort of test out your weapons and whether the class setups you build are actually going to be any good or not. So it's always good to jump into Plunder and actually have a good time, like have a fun experience. This is not... Come here. Let's get after him. We got the pistols here as close range backup if necessary. Downed one, but I am... Amazing. Amazing. Oh, jeez. I do actually like Plunder. I think it is a pretty nifty, fun game mode. Fun for the whole family, boys. Fun for the entire family. Get your mum, get your dad together. Have a sick time in Plunder, of course. Another down there. You see, with just a touch of recoil control effort, you can usually outgun most people at those medium distances. Please follow me around here. He is not. But essentially it is just big TDM, and it's a lot of fun to just sprint around everywhere, have an excellent time, and sometimes get some kills. Sometimes. Is that an armor box? No. Although, if you do have teammates in this, it is a lot easier, but most of the teammates I get from Phil just, like, peace out, like, immediately. Like, they'll die once and that's it, their game's over. I don't get that, but because you can respawn, but, you know, whatever. Each their own, I guess. But no, man, the AMAX is just one of the old school goats, man. I love it. Look at that. Just instantly down that dude. And as I said, that's only with just like a touch of recoil control. All you have to do is pull down slightly on your gun. Oh man, you can trick so many people with that little foot fake. Like, it's just an animation reset. Like, all you have to do is like pretend that you're gonna go around one way and then actually just go a different way. It's like super simple, but it works like every time. Yo. Oh yeah, good. Yeah, boy. God, I just love the Renettis, man. Can you not do that? That's very loud. So, of course, as you saw in the gameplay there, guys, the CR56 AMAX is still an absolute masterful weapon in this game. It's so super strong at those medium distances, as well as, like, being pretty good at longer distances as well. The CR56 AMAX, of course, shreds people, man. It just does so much damage, so quickly, and it feels super strong still in this game. It's definitely a part of the meta again. It's back, baby. I love the CR56 AMAX. We're definitely going to jump into some Modern Warfare and absolutely tear up with this thing in a different video. Of course, if you did enjoy this one, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. It does very much help me out. And of course, we are almost at 4,000 subscribers, so it would mean an awful lot to me if we could get there. It'd be a massive favor to me, guys. You have no idea what that'd mean to me. Anyway, I do appreciate, of course, you checking out this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!